Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Up second down.
Mixon, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a carry for Bernard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check it back.
Now Prescott. He gets this one to Boyd. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, D.
From the 24, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Looking to throw, Prescott. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
I got it. 47.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Take 4.
Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bullock's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
29. Hey, Alpha. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Come off the ball, hard. Tell Chief. Check 50. Express. I got motion.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. Watch the screen. Pass.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, 50, Mike, 50. 180. Hey, we're good. 180.
To throw, it's Carr. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Easy, easy. Kill. General West. 50, Mike, 50. Silver. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Right down. 180. 54 Mike. 734. Hey, orbit. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. You don't want none. Right down. Check, play ball.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals' 23-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
29.
Now they'll throw with Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the twist. Undercrush. X3. 218, chopper. Check 25. White Monday down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. From the 22, Prescott.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 1st and 10, Prescott on the screen, Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Prescott on first down. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Prescott now from the 50. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott now. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on second down. Carr, this complete to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Easy, easy. Kill.
Carr gonna throw. He completes it to Jones. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a give to Jacobs running right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Six man. Check curls, check curls.
Once again, they run with Mixon. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Hey, kill. We go 46.
It's 3rd and 7.
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Switch. Shoot. Check. Crunch. Here we go, 47. Mine's 59. Push him back. 26.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
47.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
And an alley to Rob, Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is now 10-3. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, Mixon. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Run.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, here we go. Right now, let's go. Kill. Go to 54.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. This one fielded at the 5.
Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Here's Carr to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr now on 1st down. Well, this is caught by Williams. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Watch the run. Watch the run. He's coming. He's coming. He's 47. Slam. We're going to 54. Watch the whip.
Again, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Spins past it. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Cincinnati, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Is this the final draft class that we're going to use? Don't want to waste my XP on scouting. Is this going to be the draft class that we move forward with for the whole season until the draft? Bye.